Okay, and there we go. Oh, we're back. We're back. We're back on Outer Wilds. Try to remember what we done last time. We travelled a lot around Brittle Hollow. The flashback will tell us a little bit, but we travelled a lot around Brittle Hollow. We found the banjo player. And now we're here. We're back. I've been desperate to play this game for the last while. But I've been busy with Christmas and New Year. And I almost feel guilty that I've not been playing it more. Because I should really be finishing it soon. But let's look at the rumour mode. We've got everything we need here and here. Brittle Hollow. Now we know about that. Tower of Quantum Knowledge, Blackport. So we were still trying to get to the Southern Observatory, I think. I think that's correct. So let's go to Brittle Hollow. We'll get there and get to the Southern Observatory. I think I was still trying to get there. I was at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. I think I was messing it up a little bit. So I think we just have to go back here. We have to keep basically figuring things out. But yeah, Southern Observatory, I think, is going to be pretty important. Let's just land around there. Not the best landing we've done, but also not the worst. We did meet the Bacardi Breezer playing the guitar. But I don't think we made the Southern Observatory. I think we kept on falling. You know, which we aren't supposed to do, so. No! Crash rolls. See, I remember where I'm going. Crossroads and Summer Observatory is the next one. And if I'm right, we're still to get there. We've tried multiple times and we've failed. Yeah. Keep on making mistakes. And you know, I'm okay with making mistakes, but I do think it's very silly. So anyway, let's go. We know we have to jump out. Either one's fine, we just have to jump out and hit it. Okay? Either one's fine, either one's fine. That's it. That's it. As I said, either one's fine. Either one is fine. We got quite close to the Southern Observatory, but if I remember correctly, I absolutely fucked it, so... Would I be right in thinking that it is either trying to get over to that bit, or that bit. I think it is. Can I make that jump? I mean, I must be able to. I didn't. I am so stupid. How many times am I going to die on this game? I'd love to know the stats. Turn the lights down low. Here I go again on my soul. Here we go. I think it's this way, but I'm not 100% sure. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I've ended up far too south. I've ended up far too south. Here we go. Now, I've used a little bit more fuel than I would have liked to there. I think that's important to note. I haven't done any lasting damage there. It was a small shortcut. I tried a price to pay. Time for me to get down on my knees. I came to play. I mean, so far this game has been just therapeutically beautiful. Puzzly. I'm gonna go right this time because left felt like I was getting a bit stuck. Whereas this seems like there's a clear defined path to take. Like clearly I'm meant to jump down onto that. Like that. And in this one, I jump and boost into this, don't I? Like that. See, I remember this bit. Get to here, and then it's the other side. Like that. And then we're gonna walk around. Oxygen tank replenished. It's not up the way. No, put me down, put me down. We need to get up to that bit, right? mistake there. That was the right way to do it. Now, I actually think there's maybe an easier way to do that, but I just want to get to this bit now. And this must be the Southern Observatory. Cassava's construction yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift the orbital probe cannon parts into orbit. The one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Spire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. An update. It's now clear there are two different types of cyclones. There also exists a rarer type of cyclone that spins opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. My gratitude, Spire. Gunoi is showing me your handiwork, and I'm intrigued by the secondary type of cyclone. But was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones Cassava typically uses. The model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. And also, I very much wanted to make a model. So that's the non-clockwise one. Whereas this one will send you up, that one will let you go down, okay. So that's good to know. Interesting. There's obviously more stuff up there, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. I'll have to look at this stuff first. Gunoi, Daz and I were lifting the orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank beneath the current. Gunoi, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current. Ours sank straight to the core. Cassava convinced me to try and recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at Brittle Hollow Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's Garapity Canyon, one at the... Yeah, okay, so we know all that. I really don't know what those things do. That opens that door. Let's go upstairs, see what's up there. Do we now know how to get below the surface on Giant's Deep? Show me the entire solar system. It is. And it shows you the eye constantly moving, okay. What have we learned thus far in our search for the Eye of the Universe? Those of us on the vessel originally followed the eye's signal to this star system, but we were unable to warp to the eye itself. The locator we built on Atoll Rock and the new, more sensitive locator we built here were both unable to detect any trace of the eye's signal. The eye stopped emitting the signal is the hypothesis. Based on our knowledge of the quantum moon, we believe the eye is in orbit around this star system's sun. This would mean the eye is located within a finite range. Suppose the eye doesn't wish to be found. Cassava, how can you suggest that? The eye's signal called out to summon us to this star system. I'm aware I grew up hearing of the eye's story, yet we're no closer to finding it than you were when you first arrived. I mean, this is clearly important, this diagram here. Showing the eye moving around. How should our methods change as we continue our search for the eye of the universe? We want the eye. We know what the eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon, so what if we try and find the eye visually instead? Let's send out a probe. We need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover those long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around the celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's the furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch, and it's moonless, except when the quantum moon is visible. Yes, let's build a cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. As we cannot find the eye's signal using two different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue this search method. Mal's idea is clever, but we have no idea where the eye is in relation to here. The reliability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. I believe I have a solution for you for that problem. Have you spoken with Rami and Pi about the technology they're developing? So clearly, I'm going to need to go back to Giant's Deep now. I wanted to find out if that was a thing there. I need to let my dog out of the room. She's broken and won't calm down. Good dog. So, clearly I need to go to Giant's Deep. We've actually already explored a lot of Dark Bramble. There's clearly nothing else that I'm missing here. So, we go to the ship, we get the log, then we'll meditate. Start again. Oh, I already read that bit. This isn't my ship. My ship is miles away. So there has to be things on Giant's Deep that we haven't done then. Like that is a must. A must look at Giant's Deep. And there's going to be cyclones that are going clockwise, cyclones that are going anti-clockwise. The ones that are going anti-clockwise I can get into. The ones that are going clockwise, we cannot get into. Simple as that. We go below the surface. We need to look at the two cyclones. It's very, very simple. And that's like the thing they've launched. That was like a probe cannon or something, I reckon. So then, clockwise, 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 clockwise. So they are just going to send me up there. But hang on, this one here looks like it's going anti-clockwise, right? And it sent me down. It sent me down. Now, we know because we have been on Dark Bramble, we know there's something to do with these. Right, so it's not that. There's something to do with the jellyfish. Let you pass through the current. But it's not that. I don't understand. The ship's obviously going to destroy itself soon. But we've figured out how to get to here. Okay. So we've figured out Giant's Deep from that experiment. We knew we were going to die there. That's fine. We were probably already running out of time. The Southern Observatory's helped massively there. Let's just quickly check if there's a ship log update. Just managing the calendar at the current. Some of the electrical fields around the planet's core. But there's obviously like more to do there. There has to be. Like there has to be a way through the jellyfish somehow. I'm guessing I have to be lower than it. I'm guessing. Clockwise, clockwise, clockwise. Clockwise. They're all clockwise, no? Aren't they all clockwise? What is this? I haven't been at this bit. Is that because I can? That will be why then. Big one. Clockwise, clockwise. Clockwise. This one's going anti-clockwise. So we're here. And you can see there's like an electrical current on the jellyfish, right? It seems to be, in my opinion, it seems to be not going as low, and then that goes into the thing. So we need to find one that's quite high up so we can get below it and go inside it, is my guess. I find it really hard to maneuver here. Playing this game gives me such a sore neck. The twisting, constantly turning. Was that coming back up? Is that what that's telling me? That one's quite high up. That's the one we need to target right there. I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense. I feel like I'm doing everything right. It's got, I'm guessing it's got to be like really precise then. It has to be like a really precise thing. Because I kind of got there a bit. And then it just fucking... It didn't give me it. Maybe I can do it like this, you never know. Must be this. It must be this. My ship log updated, but then nothing happened. I think I need to go out when the electric current goes up above me and just see what I see. That has to be it, right? going down now, I think. Can see the surface. So let's go into it. What am I meant to find? So this is what I was to find. Can I enter it? Holy. This is also a thing, so... That brings up Giant's Deep, right? Data from probe. Visualizing current trajectory. Yep. I have exciting news. Privet, the Ash Twin project is almost prepared to receive the probe data from the orbital probe cannon. Rami is adding some finishing touches here, but she'll be finished soon. Are you and the orbital probe cannon well? We are. The statue here in the probe tracking module is ready. Record each launch's flight's trajectory and will automatically transmit all relevant data to you. Once the probe determines the location of the Eye of the Universe, I'll send an alert directly to you and Rami. On the other appendage, I'm now worried about this cannon's structural integrity and its crew's moral integrity. There's another statue here. Plane coordinates for the eye of the universe. That's the coordinates for the eye of the universe right there. No, I want to do this one. Is this what the eye of the universe is meant to look like? Retrieving previous launch data from the Ash Twin. Total number of probes launched 9.318. Deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the eye of the universe found by probe 9.3180454. Let's just double check, make sure I've got everything here. Visualizing current data. So that's not the eye of the universe. So, by all accounts, we now have the coordinates for the eye of the universe. Is what I'm understanding here. Interesting. Christ. What does this tell us? Imagine Privet. The probe tracking module will be first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. I'm honoured and terrified. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Right not, my nervous friend. We only need to fire the probe once anyway, so who knows who minds if it compromises the cannon's structural integrity? I would mind, Mallow. I would mind, because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data after the probe tracking module is destroyed. Okay. This is fucking crazy. Like, I don't even really know what I'm looking at there. But there's nothing else I need to really see. This is obviously, like, intentional so that the last one gives us the coordinates of what we're looking for. The eye of the universe, right? I'm gonna meditate. So then we should have more knowledge now, right? Launch module looks heavily damaged. There's a huge breach in the glass. So I'm... So then, is the vessel where I'm now needing to go? Is that where I now need to go? I'm not even sure where to go. I'm trying to decide to go back to Dark Bramble. I think the vessel's where I need to go to. So I'm gonna go there. Simple as that. I think it's the vessel. And I think I can put coordinates in the vessel there somehow. I mean, could well be wrong. But I'd rather be wrong and try than right and not try. Simple. If I'm right, I might eat some Skittles. If I'm wrong, then fair the fuck enough. Because it's the only thing I can think of. Obviously there's the thing that launches on Brittle Hollow, right? But apart from that, this is the only thing I can really think of. It's a big Nomai thing. Yeah. I shit myself there. We have a plan. We have a plan. And it's just the only plan I can really think of that'll work is to go to the vessel and see if there's somewhere I can put the coordinates in. Like, I really can't think of anything else. Those anglerfish fuck me up, man. I have to concentrate so hard. Back at the vessel. There's definitely no other way in. Right. There's definitely no other way in. Right. Please, please let me land. Have we read this one? It's clear the universe is dying. There are fewer and fewer resources and safe places within space now. So my clan, I believe, the best options for all the clans to stay together. If you can reach the glowing galaxy, we've found that Blackrock suns are fairly stable and life in the star system is thriving. We live in a relative safety. If you prefer to continue exploring on your own, know you will be on your own. Anna, we're making our way to you. It's good to hear from you, Bromy. We'll watch for your vessel. Has anyone heard from Neem? His clan was on the way to our vessel, but they never arrived, and he hasn't sent any messages. This is unsettling. It reminds me of that old myth my grandfather used to tell, the disappearance of a scow. I remember hearing that story as a child. One day a scow's vessel simply stopped responding. The other clans searched and searched, but found no trace. It was as if their missing friends had walked out of existence. There's no myth the Scow's clan existed and their story was real. What a curious event to have passed into myth. Our ancestors told that story when they were young. It's a very long time ago, yes. But my clan's ancestors searched for a Scow's clan for a long time. The only time in our history a vessel has ever disappeared this way. Aesop, I hope you aren't comparing Scow's story to my clan's vessel. Hey, my friend, we feared you were gone. Not yet. We aren't, but nearly. We found the trouble during our warp. The triple suns of the bright spark star system exploded, and it was only a lucky coincidence we weren't caught in the blast. I'm relieved your clan is safe, Neem. It's good to hear for your words. Any vessels nearby, remember to be extremely cautious of potentially unstable stars, which is most of them now. This is a Scow's vessel. Something went badly wrong during our warp, and our vessel is mortally wounded. We need help as quickly as possible. Our vessel appears to have... Has it fused with the local environment somehow? There are vines that are now part of the vessel. It's been torn apart from the inside itself. We are abandoning the vessel. Any nomad clans or spaceflight capable species receiving this message, I implore you, we need your help. This broken, can anyone hear me? That adds up, like... Is there a way to turn the fucking jetpack off? There has to be something I'm missing to get the gravity going in this ship or something, right? Because this is a fucking nightmare. There must be something that, like, turns off the fucking gravity in here. Or turns on the gravity, like, what's the fucking deal? These are all closed. I think I must be missing something. There must be something else. Like, there has to be something else. I'm just gonna have to, like, meditate. Maybe there's some places I've not been yet that I need to, like, explore. Like, there's nothing I can see at the vessel. Really. Maybe it's in the Ash Twin bit because I've not been there. So I guess we go there. I think that's the only way we can figure this out. I've not been there yet, so it has to be there. I'm not saying that's the end of the game, I'm saying that that's... presumably that is where I need to go to get the last little bit of information. Let's see. There's something on here that I'm missing. Or is it up there that I'm missing it? There's something here. Okay. So then, if I walk right to the South Pole, oh, it's obviously there, right? But I'll kick myself if I don't have a look at the South Pole now. Same thing. That wasn't a great lap. But we're now on the Ash Twin. Is this the Ember Twin or something? Well, this is something we haven't spoke to Chair before. Hello, as I get your first launch went well, then welcome to the Hourglass Twins. What are you up to? Ormfield's asked me to update our star chart, so I'm here observing. This is one of the best places in our solar system to spot astronomical events, you know. What's weird is I've only seen a couple of supernovae today. Usually I'd be fortunate to see just one. Keep an eye on the Keep an eye on 4 on the stars and you'll maybe spot one yourself. What can I do for you? Found something. I found a Nomai writing on about the quantum moon. Oh yes, everyone loves a good mystery. Who wouldn't wonder about a moon that's sometimes there, sometimes not? I've observed the quantum moon orbiting each of the 5 planets, but sometimes it simply disappears from the sky altogether. Maybe there's another place it travels to. Unfortunately, if there is, I've never seen it. Perhaps if I look even closer at these star charts. What are you up to? How do I know if I've spotted a supernova? A supernova is like a bright, extra bright star to the naked eye. If you zoom in with the signal scope, you can tell they're actually enormous explosions. Massive stars go supernova at the very end of their lifespans. Which is why it is so unusual to see 2 in a single day. I wonder if these stars are older than we realised. Where should I explore here? To be honest, I haven't left this lake bed. I don't mean to brag, but I'm really quite good with the little scouts, so I've been taking pictures of everything from right here in my campsite. Have you seen the old shipwreck on the Ember Twins southern hemisphere? The shooting a bright beam of light into the sky. It's not one of our crashes. Surprisingly enough, this one's a Nomai ship. You'll find Nomai ruins across the Twins, but strangely not a single settlement. Believe me, if there was, I'd have seen it with my little scout. So where do they live? Not on the surface, clearly. Ember Twin is full of caves, though. Maybe the answer lies on the ground. So don't fall into the big columns of sand. Okay, so that sand reverses. It's good to know. What you mean to say there are modern Nomai out there in other parts of space and they believe the universe is all of it, the whole thing is dying currently right now? If that's true, how could I have missed so many signs? The supernova were there, but I've been studying the stars for well. What does it matter if? Surely. Okay, so I've fucked his head up. I've fucked his head up. Said I'm sorry, can't afford a Ferrari. That don't mean I can't get you there. Guess she's an Xbox, but I'm more of a Ferrari. The way you play your games ain't fair. Something down here. If you find any sign of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our research trip and has been missing ever since. Melro, some of us from the Sunless City are here to help search for Coleus. Can you tell us more about your expedition? You have my gratitude. Coleus and I are studying the cave's geology. We hope to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. Where was young Coleus lost, Melro? Mallory. He disappeared in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant without warning. I turned away from Coleus to examine a sample. When I turned back, he simply wasn't there. He had limited supply of air. Anona, I'm afraid for him. Hypotheses. We will learn more by examining the northern lake bed where Coleus disappeared and search quickly. Everyone, we have no time to squander. Okay? Bless me. I know I'm going south, but I just feel like you should explore. This looks like an escape pod, so... Oh, it is an escape pod, right? Escape pod 2. Have I been in here already? I can't remember. Escape pod 2 has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure for vessel 2. Launching escape pod 3. Now escape pod 2. Collision imminent. Preparing for impact. Scan the external. Scan complete. External temperatures prohibitively high. Verdict. Inhospitable. Do not seek shelter on the planet's surface. From the star's system. This star's system sun is more bearable below the surface. When our escape pod punctured this planet's surface, it broke into what scans show as a cave system with much cooler air. I would recommend seek shelter down there to build a long-term shelter at Anona. But these passages are a maze. Even with this danger, they are still our best chance for survival. We'll form teams and descend into the caves to look for our shelter site. We can mark our findings on the walls to avoid becoming lost. Be cautious. Be aware of the sand. It appears to be rising gradually. Okay. Emergency escape hatch. Keep moving, friends. There's nothing of interest at the end of this passage but rocks. And while the rocks are interesting, they can wait. So that's this passage. Just to be sure, if I follow their exact logic, there's just rocks. So then, I wonder how many people have actually just followed that, because, like, you know. Do not follow this tunnel to its end. Coleus and I will examine the horror that lies at its terminus later, provided we live through this. Okay. We have found an enormous cavern at the end of this passage that appears promising. I believe we can construct a one-time shelter there, and then... There's another over there. This passage leads to B-roll air. Refill your supply tank there. We cannot tell how far or deep these tunnels wind. Okay, let's refill quickly. Got a refill site, and then we'll go back and follow the cavern then, right? Jimmy McCavern. That's got to be the plan. The cavern Melrose found is a wise choice for shelter. Could one of you mark directions for the others to follow? This is the start of the path to the shelter site. I've left directions to guide you here. We must hurry as the pathway there is filling with sand. Do not allow yourself to be buried under sand. Quick reply to mummy. Now we can carry on. So not that way. Path to the shelter is somewhat convoluted, so follow the instructions ahead closely. I'm guessing it's this way. Okay, so I can go through them. Take a bit of a chance with that one. I haven't seen any instructions in a while, which makes me worry that I took a wrong turn. Like, either I've took a wrong turn or I've got here too late, if you get me. Oh. The crossing chasm ahead. The bridge in Melrose crafted will do its job, but it isn't strong. Once on the far side, look for the tunnel hidden behind the fallen sand. Follow it and you will reach the shelter. Okay. There's only a little further left to go now until you reach the shelter. You can rest there. Hurry before the sand comes. It must be down here. Look inside the cave. How did this come to rest here? We encountered others in the cave. I find this rare. From what we can see, Coleus and I believe the specimen must be very old indeed. Imagine what we might learn if we could examine it. We both agree it's unlikely this dry planet is this horror's place of origin, especially considering what we observed during the vessel's evacuation. Clearly this hole is too small for it to fit through. Hypothesis, there is another entrance to the cave. If there is, Coleus and I will find it. We can't leave valuable information undiscovered. We need to find a way inside quickly, Mallory, and because when I returned here to search for an entrance to the cave, there was children playing on the specimen. Oh my god. And how would that have got here? You know what I mean? How would that have ever got here? Tell you how. It's been warped here somehow. Should we build the sun station to power the Ash Twin project? I almost can't comprehend this has been suggested seriously. The purpose of the sun station goes against every standard we hold ourselves to and everything we believe in as a species. Are there any other ways to generate this lit? Oh my god, this is getting higher. If we fail in the probability, I just need to read what I can and then jump out of this bit because this is filling up and I'm guessing it's all filling up, so gravity cannon. Probably shouldn't have landed so suddenly there. Okay. I want to see the ship log, and then once I've seen that, I'm probably gonna consider jumping off for a bit, see how far we've got there. I want to see what the ship log says, because that's where I'll process things. Obviously, you need to explore that planet quite quickly because it fills up with sand, so there's probably a lot more to explore. And that's fine. I have no beef with that. Escape Pod 2, Sunless City, Quantum City, Lakebed Cave, Sun Station. So then, the Nomai debated building a sun station or power Ash Twin project. Anglerfish fossil. I found a cave with an anglerfish fossil inside. Opening is only big enough for my scout. The Nomai learned how to evade anglerfish by studying an anglerfish fossil they found on Angler Twin. Escape Pod 2, one of the free escape pods that crashed in our solar system. All free escape pods were launched from something called the Vessel, which was badly damaged. We found that Quantum Caves. Nomai noticed a strange wandering rock that appeared in multiple caves on Ember's Twin's northern hemisphere. I found a strange rock shard that moves when I'm not watching. It emits. There's more to explore. Church Camp. The Sunless City, there's more to explore. The Lakebed Cave. I mean, there's bound to be more to explore, that's the thing. It's just whether I can actually figure it out myself. I think because I've got here so quick, and because there's not the thing connecting the two planets right now, the sand, I think I'm going to be able to explore the gravity cannon and stuff like that a lot more. Like, look how much further down it is. The shuttle is currently restarting at the Comet. Activate the gravity cannon. Pull the shuttle home. Double City's there. Your situation may be dire. Where am I going? Oh no. Oh my god, it fires straight into the sun. These people are crackheads. I fired the shuttle straight into the sun. These people are lunatics. Like, what were they actually trying to achieve, man? They were just... I'm having Skittles. Other sweets are available, but not to me. What is this? This door will need to remain closed for some time. Pi and I are running an experiment based on the extraordinary findings from the Whitehall station. The high energy lab is now being used to design the Ashton project. If you're here to help, be sure to use the sunless city path to the lab. We'll be running this experiment until one of us, specifically me, can prove the other wrong. So although it's inconvenient, the lab currently can only be accessed by the path. So this needs, I need to enter this via the sunless city path. Which I will do. Don't get me fucking wrong. Right, so something attached to this I need to deal with. But how do I get there? Crash site caves. We're starting to fill up. Let's see what's in here. So this is the way I just went, except the sand's a lot lower this time. But I just fucked it. Might have. I might have fucked it. Have I just fucked it twice? I just got so lost. Like, how did I find the Sunless City before now? Because I'm fucking lost. That takes me around there. Right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Reach the shelter site. Walk forward until you meet the sandfall at the pit, then turn left, continue to the room filled with the rock column formations, and climb upward through the opening above them. Right. So if I just read that then the first time, I would have known to look up the way when I get to this room. Right here. Couldn't have made the path a bit easier though, eh? Some of us are just here to eat Skittles. Look for the tunnel hidden behind the fallen stand, follow it and you'll reach the shelter site. Anglerfish Overlook District. Stepping Stone District. High Energy Laboratory. X-Ray District. Okay. Okay. Need to read the ship log again. Don't really want to cause my guy to, you know, unalive there. Used to play a game in the fish cave. There's a way to enter the fossil fish cave from Stepping Stone Cave. There's more in the quantum caves, more in the Sunless City, and the high energy lab we haven't got to yet. But I'm going to take a break here, prepare for the darts, possibly come back later tonight. We'll see. Because I can only play so much of this game before it gives me a headache. I love it, I just find it quite difficult. So